Come on. That's two. Oh, that's a big one. God. I deserve that. I deserve that. Good morning. We're back at it again. If you've been keeping up with the fishing, you'll know that we got some really big tides this week. Some real big negative tides. Negative tides are really hard to fish halibut in the bay. There's just too much water swinging. So yeah, it makes the bite very tough. So instead, I decided to try something a little bit different. And I'm going to be targeting a completely different species today. I'm going to be actually going for gaper clams or horseneck clams. A lot of people call them geoducks. It's not a true geoduck like the ones that you get up on the Washington, Oregon coast. I mean, they're close enough. They're these big clams basically that sit in the sand, and they got these long siphons that come out and resemble a, you'll see. Anyways, so we're here in Tomales Bay, and gonna take advantage of that negative tide because when the tide goes all the way out, it actually exposes this big sandbar island, and that's so you can target these clams a lot easier. It's actually the only time you can go for these guys. As a secondary objective, I'm gonna also try dropping my crab pot for Dungeness crab today. And then as a real far long shot, I'm gonna try to go for some halibut. It's very early in the season for the halibut up here. However, it's, where there's a will, there's a way. There's still a possibility to get a halibut. So yeah, let's just see how today goes. I'll keep you posted once we get out to the clamming grounds. I'm actually really debating on where the hell I should drop this pot. I don't know if I should drop it in this deep hole right here or if I should drop it in a little bit shallower water. I'm kind of thinking the deeper hole, like right here. Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah, I think this is probably the most ideal, but I don't know. I've never crabbed from a boat in this bay before, so yeah, I don't know. Okay, this seems as good a spot as any. I've got 18 pounds in here, so if this doesn't keep it down, I don't know what will. All right, look at that. Dry land is not a myth. Yeah, all right, that works, I guess. Yep, I'm gonna have to jump in. Okay, cool. Man, that water's moving fast. Here we go. All right. Shovel. Oh, you can. And I got my clam tube. Ugh. Alrighty then. I should have really run this thing up the beach like I was storming Normandy or something like that. All right, y'all. The name of the game today is clamming. And I'm out here on this, I don't know what you want to call this, a shoal, I guess. Basically just a shallow bed that only exposes itself during a negative tide. So what we're looking for, essentially, are these clams. They're called gaper clams, or horseneck clams, but, obviously we want the ones that are alive and in the sand. We're looking for these little holes in the ground. This is where the clam siphon, well, that indicates where the clam siphon is, and that means there's 1, 2, 3 clams directly down. Okay, real quickly, just gonna go over some of the equipment that I have. Number one, a shovel. This is probably the best piece of equipment you can bring out here. A lot of guys try clam guns and stuff like that. I've tried them before, never had any luck. Just good old-fashioned elbow grease and a little short-handled spade. And another thing that can help you, one of these big tubes. You can buy them over at the Lawsons landing shop. They sell them for about 50 bucks. What happens is, we're in the water table with the sand. So the deeper you go, I guess you could say, how do I describe it? I'm lacking the vocabulary right now. The softer the sand is, and it's got more water to it. So the clams are actually able to kind of move around a little bit more freely. And this tube right here prevents the sand from collapsing in on the hole. So it's funny because once you locate the clam, you have to basically start digging like a madman, get this tube in the sand as fast as possible, and continue to chase the clam. These clams actually have a foot on the bottom of them, and once they feel the disturbance, they're gonna retract that siphon and they're gonna start like swimming away. They're just like I don't know what sound they make, but they're gonna start going deeper in the sand, so you actually have to chase them. So that's what makes this a little bit tricky sometimes, but you know what? I feel like I'm up to the task today. Whew. All right, freaking cold, let's do it. Okay, this is what I like to see right here. See, I like to try to find the clusters of them because I know that there are several clams within close vicinity. So it actually gives me a good shot. If I can dig a big enough hole, I'll have a shot at maybe getting more than just one per dig. So that'll maximize the energy that I'm expending. Let's go get my stuff and let's try this one out. Okay, so the method that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to dig a wider hole, kind of like a bowl shape like this. And then once I get it down maybe a foot, I'm gonna try to jam this tube in and put it down as far as I can. Now remember, it is a race against time. The minute I start disturbing the sand, those clams are gonna retract their siphon, which kind of resembles a, you know, you'll see. And then they're gonna start kind of swimming downwards. So let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, there they go. I try to throw the sand in the same spot so I don't cover other potential customers, but in the heat of battle, it doesn't always work out like that. The idea is to get through all this dry stuff as fast as possible, and whoop, yeah, there we go. Wow, whew, it almost got me pregnant. All right. Okay, I can see the water table down below starting to come up, and that's where I'm gonna utilize my big plumbing tube. Okay, here we go. It's tiring work. I haven't worked this hard for clams since college. All right. Oh, got one. All right. And that is one. Right there. This is what we're after. Yeah, see, I told you. All right, one. See if there's any more. See if he's got any buddies in here. Oh yeah, there's another friend. Oh shoot, you're getting away. Come on. And that's two. Right there. All right. Woo. Okay. That was not a bad first hole. I got two of these puppies. Stick them up right there. Wonder if there's a third one in here. Let's see. Okay. Nothing else that I can feel down there. Nope. Okay. Just a. All right. So yeah, just a couple of dudes with their siphons out, hanging out in a hole. I don't know what I interrupted, but they're coming home with me now. Let's go find another hole. Yeah, we got a couple potential customers right here. Generally speaking, the bigger the hole, the bigger the clam. This is like one of the few times you're actually chasing length and girth and stuff like that. Okay. These are my targets right here. This is kind of dumb because I'm right next to a pool of water. You usually don't want to be next to the pools of water, but I'm going to try anyways because that's a big one. Here we go. Oh yeah. Again, you want to make that hole as deep and as wide as you can get before it all starts collapsing in on you. The deeper you can get it initially, the easier it is to punch in your tube thingamajigger. Damn. Oh shit, I'm on a clam. Oh crap. Yeah, sometimes you hit like these dead clam shells and they really stop your progress and you can pretty much lose your hole. Yeah, that kind of screwed me. Shoot. Nope. I didn't get this thing in deep enough because I'm hitting a bunch of dead clam shells down here. Okay. Yeah. No go on that one. Okay, a couple right here. Let's give this a try. Yep, there it is. Okay. Ooh, I think I hit him with the tube. I might have cracked his shell. Shoot. Hope I get this one. Ah. Nope, dead clam. That's what I was hitting. No! He's swimming away. I felt him. He pulled away from me. You ain't gonna get away that easy, clam. Got him. All right. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a real good one. There it is. See if he's got any friends in there. Well, if he did, they tucked in their wieners and ran. Okay. All right. That's a good one right there. All right. They're right there. So much for not throwing it everywhere, huh? One. Got any friends down there? There we go. Come on. That's two. Oh, that's a big one. God. I deserve that. I deserve that. All right. He almost muddy shotted me. Oh, three, a big one. Woo! Look at that guy. That is the stud of the hole. Look at that. Yikes. That was crazy. Okay. Boy. Okay. That's not too bad for one. Oh, I must have hit him with a shovel, but that's still not bad. That's not bad for one hole, because this is exhausting. Man, I do not like seagulls. I gotta admit it to you guys. I don't like seagulls. A good friend of mine, he says like, oh, I love seagulls. They remind me of the ocean. And to me, they're just pests. When I used to be a deckhand on the party boat, I swear these seagulls used to like recognize me and come, and they would literally try to poop on me. I can't tell you how many times I have tasted seagull droppings, because they would just, I'm over there prepping bait and prepping the engines or something on the back of the boat. Seagull would just come and splat me right in the face or the chest or something not sexy. I do not like these things. I don't like you. I hate you. You're cool. I banged your girlfriend. You suck. Fuck you. One thing I really like about coming out here, because I used to love tide pools and I just like nature in general, but check out this little guy that I found. Little, it's like a mud crab or something. Yeah, just calling around. Always find something new whenever I come out here. This kind of stuff is cool to me. Let him go, figure out how he's gonna burrow or whatever. You're my target, just one. That's it. There's a couple more down there, but I'm at my limit. Yeah, there's 1, 2. Oh man, there's 3 down here. That would have been 4 out of 1 hole. Oh well, I got my limit. That's it. That's number 10. I think I've only been doing this for like about an hour or maybe less. I don't know. I didn't check the time. Yeah, that's it. That's the ball game for me. All right, you guys got lucky. Tell your friend, Mr. Kim, show mercy. All right. But yeah, look at that. That's just like about average size. Giggity. That wasn't too bad for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour's worth of work. There's a bunch of people over there now showing up, but I'm pretty much done. Okay, there you have it. I got my 10 clams. That's my limit. I got one of the biggest ones I've actually ever gotten, I've actually ever seen out here. And yeah, so I'm good to go. Okay. And just like that, we're back in the water. And we have not even one. Holy shit. Wow. That was so no crabs. That sucks. Okay. Okay, let's just try trolling just for shits and giggles. It's slack tide right now, so I'm just gonna give it a try. Today we're gonna try a different rod. This is usually my live bait rod. It's actually one of my favorite setups. It's an ugly stick tiger. Not to be confused with the ugly stick that I caught my last video. That was a spinning setup. But this is an ugly stick tiger. It's matched with a Daiwa salt what is this? Samsonite. I was way off. No, a Daiwa saltist. It's like an old school reel, but man, I can't let this thing go. I love it. So we're gonna give this one a shot today. Oh, wait. Oh, we have a crab. Hey, you're gonna go back in the drink. Female, too short. Bye-bye. And look at you. Look at those claws. Let's do it. All right. Golly. Wow. Okay, just a nursery. Yep. Get bigger. He's back here. Okay. Alright, yep. Alright, that's the ball game. Hey! We have a guarantee. Yeah, that's too short. Alright, way too small. Claws on you though. Actually, you know, you are definitely keeping. And okay, now for the part that I've been waiting for all morning. Now that I'm back on dry land, I'm gonna take a few of these sea creatures and cook them up and have my lunch. Okay, while we wait for the water to boil up, let's get our ice. Keep them nice and fresh. Can't beat that $3 Costco ice. Let's go ahead and get our tempura batter ready. So I got my egg, so I can do my egg wash, for my flour, and I got some seasoned breadcrumbs right here as well, along with just a little bit of salt and pepper. So I want to make my egg wash. Oops, a little bit of egg in that, that's okay. Put this off to the side. Okay. go ahead. I'm gonna make my batter. I have way too much flour. All right, that's probably pretty good. And we'll do just a little bit of the breadcrumbs to go in there as well. Maybe like a 1 to 2 ratio. Okay, here we go. And then we're gonna do just a little bit of seasoning inside here. The breadcrumbs actually already have seasoning on them, but I just like to add a little bit of salt and pepper that I pre-mixed earlier. And the water's getting there. It's taking a long time. Okay. All right. Okay, so while we wait for our water to start boiling, which we need for both cooking the crab and the clams to blanch them, I'm going to show you how I dispatch the crabs in like the quickest, most humane way. I'm not trying to cook the entire crab, just want the legs. So what you do, hold him, claws and legs, okay? That way he can't get you. You want to get kind of a sharp object. All I have today is this bucket right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to forcefully press down right here, right on his mandibles, and right here on the apron, hard and fast, right on the edge of this bucket. That way it's an instantaneous death. Okay? Don't want to do it slow. Want to do it kind of quick, like this. Just like that. And he's gone. Okay? So tear him apart. Oops. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is clean off all the gills, take off the mandibles. All right. And get it ready. That way all I have to do is cook the legs, the claws. I'll do the other one too. All right, one more time if you didn't see it the first time, okay? Right in the middle, hard and fast. Okay? Instantly gone. Most humane way to dispatch the crab. I always keep the shells. If you're gonna be cooking anything that has, you know, size restrictions, you always want to keep the carcass, the shells, skeleton, something like that, just in the event that you know, DFG, a warden, park ranger, anybody comes by, they want to check and see. So yeah, this is why I'm keeping these shells here. I want to make sure that I can prove that, hey, you know, what I'm eating is of legal size. Everything is a keeper. Now we're going to take our clam. I've already taken the liberty of kind of washing as much of that sand off as I can. There's only several parts of this clam that you can actually eat, and that would be the siphon and also the foot. And then I can't remember what they're called, but they're these little guys right here that hold it together. For the sake of this video and just for time, I'm not going to do a full clean on this guy. I'm just going to take off the siphon because that's all I'm going to enjoy right now, and I'm going to save the remainder of it in the fridge to clean later. All right, looks like we got our water. Yep, nice little roiling boil. We're going to take our clam siphon and we're going to go ahead and blanch it. We're just going to stick it in there for about a minute. Now right after I remove from the hot water, I'm going to place it right on the ice. That way it stops the cooking process. All right, that should be good right there. Let's go ahead and remove this puppy. And we're gonna dump her right on the ice, cover her up, cool her off, and let that puppy sit there. All right, let's go ahead, while the water's still hot, let's get our clusters going. Oh God. There we go. And we're gonna boil these. I'm gonna set this for about 16 minutes. That should be enough time. I like to put the lid back on just to get it back up to temp quickly. Getting excited. I'm hella hungry right now, so I'm really excited to try this all out. Okay, while we wait for our little crustacean critters to finish their soak in the hot tub, let's go ahead and get our little clammy ready to go. So, got my cutting board here. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use a knife, and I'm going to try to make an incision and peel back the siphon skin. You can kind of see how thick that is. There it is right there. See, it's peeling right off now. So we just want to get all that tough exterior excess skin off of there. It's kind of important to do a good job rinsing this thing. Get as much sand as you can. Now there's going to be sand inside the siphon as well. That's why I have a little bottle of fresh water somewhere around here. So once I slice this thing up, then I'm just gonna give it a little rinse. That way I don't have gritty clams. So we've got that tough outer excess good stuff here coming right off. Put that off to the side, throw away later. I'm actually going to take off this end piece right here. Okay, now let's go ahead and make our incision all the way down. There we go. You can kind of see there's a little bit of sand coming out there, so I'm just going to give it a good little rinse. I'm doing these relatively thin so they cook faster, because maintaining the heat on this little camp stove, we're about to boil over. Maintaining the heat on this camp stove is kind of tough. There's a slight breeze coming through underneath the car. All right, now I'm just gonna do some little slices like this, cut into thirds. Finally, math coming in handy. All right. Here we go. All right. They're not that pretty. I kind of butchered this guy up. It's not my best work, but you know what? For doing it in a parking lot right next to the car, this is going to be just fine. Look at that. Yeah, getting nice and bright red. Cooking all that meat. Oh yeah, it's also worth noting that whenever you boil creatures from the sea, you want to boil them in the same water that you caught them in. If you can't do that, obviously if you're at home, you can use fresh water. Make sure you salt the hell out of it. So get it salty like the sea. That's going to retain their flavor. Yeah, they're done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these right on the ice so I can stop the cooking process. Again, I don't want to overcook these things. Do the old switcheroo. Okay. You guys come out here. There we go. Nice. This is so ghetto. All right, there we go. I'm gonna do kind of a shallow fry. Actually, that's a little deeper. That's fine. That'll work. Okay, while we wait for our oil to reach temperature, it's getting there. Let's go ahead and start getting crabby ready to go. All right, I forgot to bring crackers. I forgot to bring metal utensils, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I got. Okay. Nope, that's not gonna work. I knew it. When the going gets tough, the tough can get another pot. Oh, there we go. Ha 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 ha. All right. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be good. There we go. Look at that. 2 pots. Man, look at that big lobe. Ooh, that's gonna be yummy. This last knuckle meat. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Well, you know what? Appetizer. Oh, man. That is delicious. You guys can't see it, but I'm loving this. Man, this meat is so sweet. I think that oil is almost ready to go. Let's give it a little bit of dusting. They taste great by themselves, but for the sake of this video, I was just going to give it a little dusting of some Old Bay. Whoa, there we go. Okay, I think that oil is ready to go. Let's do the old drip test. Yep, that's ready to go. All right, so roll this around a little bit. Okay, get them all nice and covered. All right, cover that. And then we'll do the egg wash. Okay, let's just do them all at the same time. Okay. Now the real test. There we go. Look at that. Like a charm. I guess I'll just do a little batch because I don't want to lower the oil temperature too much. Look at that. Yummy, yummy. Just want to try to get them like right close to a golden brown. Look at this, the Asian squat. Look at this, Asian squat. This is how we were designed to cook and hang out, just like this. Okay, let's take them out. All right. We'll get the next batch going here. Wow, look at that. That looks incredible. Again, my presentation skills are a little lacking, but this is the end result right here. Let's give it a try, yeah? Well, that's good. This is really good. Wow, no sand either. I think I cooked them just right too. Crab claw. Wow, really good. Alright guys, thanks for taking a look today. Appreciate you guys watching my videos. If you enjoyed watching it, go ahead and drop a subscribe, a like, and I'll keep cranking these things out, especially when it's just tasty. Just came out.